2 to 5 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes.
I don't know,
Oh, wow.
everything's kind of, it was a while. I mean, it was a while. I kept thinking, okay, you guys are gonna show up, because I called earlier and no one was coming. I'm like, shit, couldn't find my phone. And she was just banging and banging, screaming at me, telling me, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, she's gonna kill me this time. That's all I kept thinking. She's literally gonna come in this house and kill me.
So she's really gonna come in this house and kill you. How is she gonna get in the house, ma'am? How is she gonna get in the house? Now, unless this woman was so damn strong that she could break down the damn door, the banging wasn't gonna get her in there. It wasn't gonna get her in there. So how is she gonna get in your house?
Okay. When did you find your phone? At what point?
After I shot her. I just started searching the house frantically until I found it.
So you didn't find so you said you was looking for your phone the entire time she was outside banging on your door. Outside banging on your door. And you saying that you couldn't find your phone all that time. You forgot where your phone was. You was frantically looking for your phone the entire time. But you said you was looking for your phone before you even grabbed the gun. And you still didn't find it, and you in the house? So you mean to tell me you couldn't leave the door for a minute to go searching in your home for your phone? I'm assuming that you're looking for a cell phone. Okay, I don't know, but all this time you looking for your phone. You stop at some point and you go look for your gun. You go get your gun. Cause you say you didn't call the police until after you shot her. If you was in fear for your life, but you said the lady was screaming that she was gonna kill you, and you felt like you was in immediate danger, why you didn't pick up the phone then? Why you didn't pick up the phone until after you shot her is my question. And she had you in fear all this time. Why would you wait until after you shot her? So now you can find your phone and call the police. No, this is bullshit.
And I wanted to make sure that I called and said, I shot, because I heard her go, ugh.
So where was your phone?
It was in my computer room.
So, but you told the cops just now you was in the kitchen looking for your phone. You said you was in the kitchen looking for your phone. You couldn't find your phone. Now you're saying your phone was in the computer room. I'm assuming that these two places are not in the same area. So going into the computer room would have required you to leave the area where the lady was banging at. And I'm trying to figure out why you didn't leave that area if you say you was in search of your phone because you were in fear for your life. I'm gonna stop looking for my phone, get my gun instead, shoot this lady, and then call the cops. You tried to silence her before the cops got there, so then it would be your word, because she wouldn't have nothing to say.
Okay.
So, let me just understand this a little better because I'm not really sure. So, the woman that got shot, what was her name?
AJ.
Now, if the police is saying something like this to you, let me see if I can understand this better because I'm a little confused. If they say anything like this, your story is not ringing true. They are not in agreement with what you're saying. They cannot reason logically with what you're saying. They cannot reason, period, with what you are saying if they're asking you this question. If they have to keep going over something with you, that is a red flag. It should be to you. But to these types of people, they don't get it.
AJ, right? It's AJ.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long have you known her?
I really didn't know her. I just, she was a neighbor across the street.
Okay, so how long has she been a neighbor across the street from you? Help me understand that.
A year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, year and a half and 2 years. And in that year and a half and 2 years, how many times have you guys been able to talk?
We've never talked. It's more like screaming.
No, okay. So maybe.
So the real question is, why has this lady been your neighbor for 2 years? And y'all can't talk to each other. Y'all screaming at each other. Why is that? Why are neighbors yelling and screaming at each other? There seems to be some intense emotions going on here between you and this neighbor. But why is that? You say you don't know her. It's not like y'all friends. Why would y'all have tension like that to the point where every time y'all talk to each other, it's screaming and yelling? This is interesting.
Maybe better would we communicate? How many times have you guys been able to communicate in that year and a half or 2 years?
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
Two or
And
three
in those
times
2 or 3
in 2
times
years.
over a year and a half and 2 years, what were you guys screaming about? What were you guys communicating about?
She would take her dog and walk it on my sidewalk to make sure it shit on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, of all the places you can walk and take your animal, you're gonna come here. And
Sure.
She said it's the only place my dog would go to the bathroom.
Okay, here we go. This is a neighbor from hell. This is what I'm getting. That this is a neighbor from hell. Listen to this.
So how long has she been a neighbor across the street from you? Help me understand that.
A year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, year and a half and 2 years. And in that year and a half and 2 years, how many times have you guys been able to talk?
We've never talked. It's more like screaming.
No, okay, all right. So maybe better would we communicate. How many times have you guys been able to communicate in that year and a half or 2 years?
2-3 times.
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3
And
times.
in those 2 or 3
in
times
2
over a year and a
years.
half and 2 years, what were you guys screaming about? What were you guys communicating about?
She would take her dog and walk it on my sidewalk to make sure it shit on the sidewalk.
First of all, this is how I know this is one of them fucking neighbors from hell. Bitch, you don't own the sidewalk. And I'm only calling you bitch because I don't know you, but you are an irritating person. I know you're an annoyance. Saying some shit like this here. Walking on my side, your sidewalk. You don't have a sidewalk, ma'am. The sidewalk is public. Anybody can be on the sidewalk. I don't care if the sidewalk is in front of your house, in front of her house, on the side of your house. I don't care. The sidewalk don't belong to you. Your yard is a different thing, but the sidewalk don't belong to you. So she has a dog, and it walks on the sidewalk by your house. And because the neighbor said that's the only place that the dog will really go. Listen, it's a dog. They're gonna poop where they feel comfortable pooping. If it's over by the sidewalk near your house, oh well, it's a sidewalk. It don't belong to you.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, of all the places you can walk and take your animal, you're gonna come here. And she
Sure.
said,
Of all the places you can walk and take your animal, it's a free fucking country, isn't it? She can walk her dog wherever she wants to as long as it's on a public walkway. There's nothing you can say about that. Who cares if it's by your house? It could be by any neighbor's house as long as it's a sidewalk. What the fuck? People really, this entitled bullshit and these people, these types right here. What the fuck is wrong? This is my sidewalk. Of all the places you can walk your dog, you're gonna walk your dog here. I can't stand these motherfucking type of, these some asshole type of people. Like they're very, 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 very entitled and they hate to be inconvenienced. They hate to be inconvenienced. I didn't say they didn't like to be inconvenienced. They hate to be inconvenienced. They hate it. And they feel like if you're the reason why they're inconvenienced, they can be vengeful. They can be very vengeful against you because you're the reason for their inconvenience. Now they want to inconvenience you. And that's what they do. That's what these types do. But I can tell you right now, she's one of them annoying, petty fucking neighbors that came out her business and stay in her own lane. She thinks she entitled even to the public walkways. Get the fuck out of here. All the places she can walk. She had to take her animal that she got to come over here. Are you serious? Just shut up.
the only
You
place
want to
my
be
dog would go to
noticed.
the bathroom.
You're probably
Okay.
somebody who
So-
don't get
No, I don't think
attention.
so.
Okay, so you guys would have a disagreement regarding that, some screaming regarding the dog pooping where it shouldn't. What else would you guys communicate about in that 2 or 3 times?
Then one time she was talking to the neighbors and she said, oh, that bitch over there is crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, sorry. I walked over, I said, what is your problem? And
Oh, hold on, bitch. Now hold the hell on. That's another thing. These types of people are very contradictory. They contradict themselves. If you listen to them, they will contradict themselves in a minute. Now this bitch in the beginning said that she was fearful of this lady because the lady came over, she was banging on the door, and she knew who it was. She knew who it was. And she told the lady, I'm not gonna talk to you. So just go away. But then she just said that she heard the lady over talking with some family members or friends or something, and she called you a bitch. And you heard it. How the fuck did you hear it anyway? Because you a nosy fucking Nancy, I'm pretty sure. But you heard her say that. And you gonna say, I'm not gonna like that. So she said she woke up, she walked over and said, what is your problem? Hold on. She don't have to talk to you, just like you don't have to talk to her. And she wasn't talking to you, she was talking to a neighbor about you. But because she wasn't talking to you, who the fuck are you to come over and address her? You asking for trouble then.
she just went on a tirade. I never heard someone scream like this one. And I was like,
Oh,
Jesus
bitch,
Christ.
shut
Uh-huh.
up. You a damn lie.
She exploded. I'm like, oh shit.
How long ago was that?
2 months ago.
2 months.
2 months ago.
She
And
exaggerated.
then she was saying I called her kids all kinds of names.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let me tell you something. A mom's not gonna get upset if you politely tell the kids to please stay off of your grass, or if you ask the kids where their mom is so that you can talk to them. That would have been better than you saying anything to the children. Nonetheless, that mom not coming over to your door and bamming and knocking and sounding like she's aggressive or really heated or whatever the case. She not coming over there like that for no reason if you didn't do anything. You referenced saying something to the kids. So whatever you said to those children got the mom upset. That's the only reason why she would be upset, because she don't talk to you. You just said y'all don't talk to each other. And you knew that because you said when you heard somebody screaming or coming up to your door and pounding, you said you knew who it was. And you said you weren't going out there. So if you didn't say anything disrespectful or harsh to these babies, why would the mom come over there with that type of attitude? Get the fuck out of here.
We just back up saying I apologize and scurry away.
I don't even like women like
was she
this.
saying
I
when you
promise you I don't
called
like
her?
I don't like people like this. She a nosy fucking Nancy. I'm looking at her. She miserable as fuck. She don't get no attention. So any chance she get,
And I was like,
I'm telling you.
First ones, because they just
See? She just said she didn't say anything mean to the children. But now she's saying that she called them retards.
coming. I said, are you retarded? You can't read the sign.
Okay.
Why the fuck you say that to a child? Why would you say that? You are a nasty fucking neighbor. Before this shit even continues, I'm telling you, this a nasty ass fucking neighbor here. I'm telling you, because she done lied to the cops at least once already. She done lied to them. I'm telling you, at least once she done lied. She told them that she didn't do anything to those kids, or she didn't say anything mean to the kids, but then she said, I did call them retards once. That's not all she said. It's slowly but surely coming out. That's not all she said.
You know, how many times do we have to tell you you're trespassing? You know.
Now, all these kids nowadays, they have tablets and phones and stuff. Are you, I mean, you can tell us the truth. I mean, it's just us in here. I think we were looking at different videos and people were telling us about every...
And that's another thing. When there is these types of people, do not like to be recorded. If they know they're being recorded, they mind themselves. Trust me, they will mind themselves if they know there's a camera or recording device around. They will mind themselves. If you approach them and 1 minute they talking one way and then you bring out a fucking recording device, that shit gonna switch up like that. They ain't gonna talk like that no more. You have to be careful around these types of people, because these are the type of people who will throw fucking stones and live in a glass house. They sure will. They will lie in a minute on you to save themselves. They will make you out to be the bad person, even though all they had to do was mind their fucking business. And this is a nosy Nancy, okay? I cannot stand them type. This is a nosy Nancy. She can't mind her fucking business. And she been messing with them damn kids. And I think it's got more to do with her as a person, or maybe how she was raised, than those babies. I can guarantee you. It don't take that much for kids, I'm telling you. Especially if they like you, especially if you're nice. It don't take that much. And it also doesn't take that much for neighbors. If you're a nice neighbor, you're a kind neighbor, there are ways that you can say things to where it comes across as, listen, you got to stand your ground, but at the same time, you're being respectful. There's a way to handle that. But you don't call a child a retard. That's insulting. That's an insult.
We spoke to everyone in the neighborhood separately. Was there other times when you got frustrated or something with these kids and you said something else that we're not talking about? I mean, have you said other words to them or something about middle?
Yes, she has. Yes, she has. She's trying to cover it up right now. She's thinking right now. Trust me. Yes, she has.
Fingers or something? Tell me about that.
Middle finger. You throwing up middle fingers?
We didn't have the kids. It was like the gentleman.
Who's the gentleman?
I only know him by his name, Sapito.
So okay.
So he's a guy. He gets all the kids together, so they're screaming and yelling, and they're doing all this crazy stuff. And
What the fuck you mean he get all the kids together and they're screaming and yelling? Do you mean he gets all the kids together and they go have fun, bitch? Because that's what that sounds like to me. You talking about screaming and yelling? What the hell you think kids do when they're excited? Are you crazy? It's another. I don't think she has kids. Because if she do got kids, they not young and they don't live with her. That's what I can tell you.
I'm like, stop already. And I asked him, I said, please stop. I don't like the yelling. I just, you know.
Who in the hell are you? Who in the hell are you? Talk about stop. I don't like the yelling. Please stop the yelling. Bitch, you don't rule the fucking neighborhood. You don't own the fucking neighborhood. Are you trying to tell these people that they can't have fun with children? Go live in the woods, bitch. You can have all the privacy you want. The only thing you got to worry about is the birds, the bees, and the damn coyote. Or the damn deer. Go live in the fucking woods, in the mountains some damn where, if you don't want to be around excitement. Because that's what that sounds like to me. She lonely, she miserable. She a miserable.
So I'm gonna break down.
No, take your
I
time.
cannot
What
stand
is
it.
the
And
crazy
she
stuff
putting on
that
the
some
victim. This the victim bullshit. It's the victim bullshit. She said, I'm about to break down. I'm about to break down. Well, where the tears at, bitch? I'm waiting. Where the tears at?
Ito has these kids doing? Tell me about
I
that.
used to ride a four-wheeler.
Uh-huh.
And he would come around the house. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Then he'd have the kids on the back, no helmets, no nothing. And I'm like, stop already.
Why you bringing reference to the fact that he got the kids on the bike with no helmets? And it sounds to me like you trying to get the heat off you and on to somebody else. That's what it sounds like. But the detectives not falling for that shit because they're concerned about you and your actions and responses here. You think they're gonna stop in the middle of the interview and be like, what? They ain't no helmet. What is his name? What the bike look like? Let me find out so I can run his plate. No, bitch. They're interrogating you. They care about what you did. And she telling them about what somebody else did.
The one time I went out there, he almost hit me.
Wow.
He's like, missed you.
Wow, she's so extreme with everything. So she don't even know this man, but she's coming out there to confront him. And the first time that she's coming out there to confront him, he tried to run her over with a bike. This is a neighbor for fucking hell. Trust me, this is a neighbor for
Jesus
hell.
Christ, really? I don't like, I just can't deal with it. I have an injury right now.
Here we go. I have an injury.
Aneurysm on my left kidney.
I have an aneurysm on my left kidney.
So was it on last Friday that you were kind of giving him the middle finger then? Is that what I was understanding?
I may have given him the middle finger because they're just out there and I took a picture and he's like, oh, go and take more pictures. I'm like, you know, because.
And you gonna think this ain't no sweet old lady that just been pestered by the kids in the neighborhood. No, she causes these problems because she comes out and got something to say about every fucking thing. I feel more like she don't care for her neighbors. She don't like them. It's a personal fucking issue. That's what I'm getting. That is personal. If you gotta say something every time something is going on with your neighbor, it's something personal going on with you. I don't get people. I don't get
Well, what other kind of crazy things is he having these kids do? Is it something where he's...
He would have them exercise and scream and yell, and the kids are like, we're tired, stop, we're tired.
Is he like a coach?
You can't speak for the kids. How the fuck you know? On my damn nerve. Hold on, y'all.